in your opinion, why didn't Jesus choose to send any females as apostles? Okay, so let's talk about a couple of reasons why. So this is my opinion as asked. I'm not teaching this as biblical truth. But what seems obvious to me, number one, is that the goal of the apostles and the early church was to save souls, not social justice. God appointed men to run the church for a couple reasons. First off, it was still very much a man's world. And if he had sent out women to teach or to establish places of worship, the men who were there would have completely rejected them, and the women too, because their cultures would have seen them as not qualified. Right or wrong, that's still the truth. It would have not worked. Secondly, in that culture, it was much more common for men to be literate, to be able to read and write, and much more common for women not to. So they wouldn't have been able to spread the word nearly as easily. And the third reason is God does have a design for men and women, whether we like it or not. He has generally made it so that men would be leaders and that women would be helpers. It doesn't mean it's always that way. It doesn't mean that God doesn't ever let women be in charge. In fact, there are instances in the Bible where he does. But in general, he has gifted us with these different abilities, where men are gifted more often, not always, but more often with leadership, and women are gifted more often, not always, but more often with the ability to be a help. That does not make one more important than the other. They're just two different roles, two different sides of the same coin. And don't think he's being unfair to women. The first miracle he did was for a woman, his own mother. The first eyewitnesses of the resurrection were women. If God was being biased, he wouldn't have done any of that. And believe me, he has more praiseworthy things to say about women in the Bible than he does men.